Kat and Iniba, and welcome back to Halo Halo, your one stop for all things entertainment. And back in the studio is Mr. Rembrandt Flores to talk about the most watched series right now. And there's documentaries, there's dramas, there's comedies. Thank you so much, Rembrandt, for coming by telling us all about it.
Thank you for having me back in. So happy to be here.
Yes. Okay, so docuseries, Cosmos.
Yes.
I want to know about this because I saw these trailers. I'm not a science person. I wanted to watch it.
But that's the point, right?
Yes.
It's basically for those who don't know a lot about science. And I just love the fact that they have a show that's come back, obviously. I don't know when you were a kid in the 80s.
No.
We were like babies. But Carl Sagan had a series.
Right.
And to talk about the universe and about what's going out in the stars and all that stuff. So I'm so glad that they brought it back, and thank God for Seth MacFarlane from the Family Guy, right? Who said like his personal mission, he wanted this back, something on television where kids and adults can learn about science.
Yeah.
Because obviously he was a science geek, and
Exactly.
I'm not a science geek, but I really enjoyed the show when I was a kid,
Right.
and I enjoy it even more now because just like there's nothing else like it on TV, and it's great that when you're watching a show, you're actually learning something at the same time.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, I like it because it looks great, and I'm learning something.
The animation's amazing. It's a big spectacle, and I love it because it's. I don't know if you saw the premiere, but it premiered on 9 networks, so it was really awesome to basically turn on every network. It was on FX, it was on National Geo, it was on Fox, and it was all playing at the same time. It was very, very cool.
I think it's gonna do just as well as the original.
No, I think it's going to do better, right?
Better, okay.
Because, you know, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, so
true.
people are like saying that they're watching it, and it's really great to follow all the fans who are comparing this series with the one in the 80s.
Yeah, and then another show that I really am into is Resurrection.
Yes, so Resurrection on ABC.
Yeah, on ABC.
Right, it was based on based on the book called The Return by Mott, I think. And it really reminds me, I think we talked about it earlier, it really reminds me of like another show that was previously on ABC called Lost, right?
Yes.
So I think there's going to be a lot of that, a lot of twists and turns and things that was a little scary the last couple of episodes. So I can't wait. And what I really like about the show is that there is an Asian American actress, right?
Yes, represent.
Exactly, so Tamla Tomita, who we
Who's
all know
part
and love.
Filipino also.
Exactly, who we all love.
Yes.
So it's on the show, so we have to support her. And obviously Omar Epps is an amazing actor. So.
It's like every time I watch it, I'm trying to guess, okay, why are these dead people coming back? And would you care? I honestly probably wouldn't care. I'd just be so happy that my loved ones are back.
I would be happy, but then scared. I'm like, okay, is this really the person that left? Or is this a new version? Or is this like a devil
Yeah, it definitely
version?
gives me goosebumps every time I watch
every single time.
So I'm like, I can't wait for it to unfold.
Exactly. It's gonna take a bit, right? You're gonna have to watch for the rest of the season to find out what really goes on.
Exactly. The next one is on HBO,
Yes.
True Detective. Matthew McConaughey, I swear, he's
on a roll.
fire.
No, he's on a roll, and obviously he did this right after he filmed Dallas Buyers Club, right? So he had to sort of gain the weight back to do the True Detective with Woody Harrelson. But this was a phenomenal show. There was only 8 episodes. I watched all 8 episodes, and I had to watch them. I'm embarrassed to say this, but I had to watch it in just 2 days because I couldn't not watch another episode. I just kept like, one more, just one more.
And the great thing is that it's on HBO On Demand, or on the go, I think it's Go. So that's how I'm watching it right now. And they're saying that he might get an Emmy for this. And he'll be like the first actor to get an Emmy and
Oscar in the same year, or whatever.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I mean, we can only hope and pray. But I'm sure he'll get nominated at the very least because he puts in a phenomenal performance.
You forget it's Matthew McConaughey.
Exactly, exactly. And I just can't believe that, you know, they're trying to find a serial killer, and it takes them 17 years. It's a 17-year span, so it's kind of crazy. It's different time points that you see. So it's really, really cool how they brought that TV show to life.
Right, and HBO is on a roll because there's also another show on there, Looking.
Yes, so that's a new show, and to me, I sort of like consider that the gay male version of Girls.
Oh, okay. So I was going to say of maybe Sex and the City.
Yeah, you can say that too. Girls are Sex and the City, but you know, they're 20, 30-somethings, but they're living in San Francisco versus living in New York, which is a very, very different city. And you know, a lot of people who are gay happen to live in San Francisco, so it makes sense. And coming from the Bay Area, living in the Bay Area myself, it was really nice to see like places that I used to go to, and I go like, wow, they really captured the Castro, or yeah, they really captured Golden Gate Park, or yeah, you know what I mean? So it's really great to see the Bay Area and put in a TV show, and
The stories.
exactly, and the places are just as important as the actual characters of the show.
Yes.
So, but they have great actors. Jonathan Groff, who I knew from Broadway and from Glee, is the perfect main character, Patrick, on the show. Yeah.
I can't wait to catch more of that as well. But there's another one. It is on Netflix, House of Cards.
Yes, so and not on your traditional TV, and I know it's not new,
Right.
but I want to talk about it because it is
talking about it.
because you can't not talk about House of Cards.
Right.
It is probably the most brilliant piece of television or whatever
series,
content,
maybe, yeah.
content out there, and the
Yeah.
fact that on Netflix is really, really cool, right? It's different. It got nominated for so many Emmy Awards.
Right, and Kevin Spacey, he's creepy.
Exactly. And he was nominated too. And
Yeah.
obviously you saw that big, huge selfie during Oscars, right?
Right.
So he was part of that big selfie with Ellen DeGeneres and everyone else. But the show is just, the season proved to be even better than the first season, and I didn't think that was even possible.
Oh my gosh, I'm still in the middle of first season, so I can't wait.
The first episode of the second season, you're gonna literally close your eyes like, oh my God, did that just happen?
Yeah, everybody was tweeting about it, and I thought, okay, I cannot listen, I can't watch this.
No, you can't be on social media because people are just gonna talk about it. And so that's why you literally have to binge on House of Cards. You just have to watch all of them all week or whatever.
I got a lot of binging to do this weekend.
Exactly, watch a lot of TV.
Yes, thank you so much, Rembrandt.
Of course,
always
my pleasure.
a pleasure.
Of course, thank you so much for having me.
Time for a quick break, but we have more Halo Halo news when we return.